Hello, crafty friends. Sparkle here. So today we are going to make three little treasures out of one piece of paper. Um, well, actually, two pieces of paper, and another ingredient. So we are going to make this this cute little book, which was inspired by Icky Chick Designs, and it's a tape book made out of adding machine tape. So you open it up, and you can journal and do what you want in here, and then it closes up, and it goes in here. So this is a smaller one, which I wasn't crazy about. I like the bigger ones, but they're not decorated or anything. But you can do what you want with them. So I'll show you the fold on that. So that was a new fold to me, and we're going to do it. The paper we're using is a sheet of calendar paper, and that'll make all three of these designs. So this one opens up, and I just added some ink on this side and left this open for journaling. So it's quite cute, just with a piece of calendar paper, um, pinking shears, and adding machine tape. Okay, so that's number one. And the second one is just a simple matchbook. And you all know how to do that, but that was my second item. And then this is, now I think it's pronounced Zine, Zine. And I saw this from a video that uh, Linda Welsh was doing with the Foxy Crafter. And I used the what do you call it, the calendar for the cover. I left this here, but here's the Zin, and it's just a cute fold. And then I made pockets out of mine and put some tags in. So there's 8 pages and there's 4 pockets. Okay, so here's a tag back here, and here's a tag here, and then I just used the stitch in here and made a cover just to tie it all together, and then put a piece of ribbon around it. So they're very simple designs. I didn't do a lot of decorating. Again, I'm just teaching you or showing you the technique, and then you could make it your own. Okay, so this is all made with this one sheet of paper. The Zin, you'll need a piece of paper for the inside for your fold. Okay, um, and I might, just for fun, use this. I need it to be 8.5 by 11, which I believe it is. Yeah, this was from a restaurant where I went out to eat this week with my friend. So we'll do this one first, and I hope I won't be too long. So this is going to be for the inside pages, okay? So you are going to take a piece of 8.5 by 11-inch paper. Okay, typing paper. I'm going to use this. So you want to fold it in half. I want to make sure I'm on camera, on frame. So fold it in half, and I still don't know where. Ah, I see my bone folder, but I can't get it across the room. So fold it in half here, and then fold it in half here. Okay. So it's the creases that will make this easier for you. So um, reinforce both sides, okay? I don't think I did this one on both sides. Okay. Then I open it up and I bring this into the center. Turn it around, crease it. Then you do the same with this one. Bring it to the center, crease it, fold the side over, crease it. Then I fold it in half again. So everything is creased and double creased. Just make sure everything's even, okay? And then when it's folded in half, you're going to cut from here to the seam. So it's just hard to see. I got to start it this way because it's just hard to see, especially on this paper. And you're just going down to the fold, okay? This is the only cut you have to make. So it looks like this. So then you can open it, grab the sides, and just push it together. Okay, let's do that again. And everything will fold together. It should be even Steven. Okay, and then you have, okay, I glued here, so I have a pocket here, and then I have a pocket here. So let's do some gluing. So we're just going to put some glue up here. So there's the first pocket. Then this is going to be a tag up here, so we're going to glue the bottom. Now you don't have to do this, you can just leave your pages loose. Okay, if you don't do any gluing, they'll just be loose like this, but I don't like that. So here's your third one. I want a side pocket, or if you wanted a top pocket, you could just glue the side. No, I want the top. Okay, so there's a pocket. And then this one, I want the top. So we're going to go down on the bottom here. And just put a bead of glue down here. Okay, then I just, I like to round my corners, which again, this is just my preference. So I just go in there and I round everything. Two, three, four, and four. And then I would sew it into my book using a pamphlet stitch. I'll make a cover. Now you don't have to. You can say this is done. Let's take out these tags and try them in here. I would probably put a tab on these so they can pull out, but I know they're in there. And yeah, then you can decorate your pages. You can make pockets. You can make pockets in here or whatever you want to do, just like your regular mini journal. But that's the fold. A lot of people have trouble with it. But just remember when you take your paper and you fold it in half, just get these really good and do them both sides. Then you fold up the bottom, fold it in half. You got that. Then fold it in half and you're going to cut from here to here on the fold, okay? And then when it's open, um, it looks like a mountain, and you just bring the sides in, and everything will fall into place, okay? So that's this one. If you want to make a cover, it's 6 inches by 4.5 inches. So we'll use our paper because this is set. I wanted to make a set. So 6 inches across, 6 inches across by 4.5 inches long. Let's do this down here, 4.5. Now you could use thicker cardstock, of course, but and you just fold it in half. Again, I'll round my corners. And then this would go in here, and you could stitch it in here. I'm not going to stitch it right now. You all know how to do the pamphlet stitch. I don't want to be too long on here, but if if I have time when we're done, I will stitch it for you then. Okay? So it'll just be stitched like that. Okay, so there's item number one. And then for the matchbook, you all know these are simple. The cover is 4.5 by 2 inches. That's the size I chose. You can use the sizes you want. So 4.5 inches across. I think this is not going to be, so we'll have to go this way. 4.5 inches across by 2 inches. Now, that's the small. You can make them, like I said, any size you want. 4.5 by 2. Okay. And then for the inside, it's 2 by 2. We're going to use the rest of this paper, so we could just use all the paper from the same sets here. So 2 by 2. Now this, you can make as many sheets as you want. Let's see, how big is this? It's 8.5. Oh, it's 8.5. I know that. So if it's 8.5, go down to 8.5, 6.5, and 6.5, and then it's 4, right? It's 4 2 inches. No, 6.5 would be 4.5. Would be 2.5. Would be 2. So that gave us 1, 2, 3, 4. That gave us 4 sheets. Let's do a couple more because that'll be thin. Here's a different piece of paper we can use. 2 by 2. It doesn't matter. You can mix up your paper. You can put coffee dyed paper in there. Just make it your own, my friends. 2 by 2. And is there any other scraps that are 2 by 2? No, those are too small. All right, we're just going to say that's good. There's 5. I think there's 5 here. So these you just line up. Where's our piece? Oops, is this our piece? Okay, you want to turn up the bottom about half inch. Okay, and then put your papers in. And you could make these just a tad thinner so they're not, so you have a little leeway there. And then you're going to staple it here. And I'm just using my big old staple, and I'm just putting a staple in the middle. Right there. And then this just comes down and tucks in here. And now you have a little journal here. Okay, and it's with the same paper as our book. Where's our book? Okay. And then for this one, just take a piece of adding machine tape. You can, I don't usually measure it, I just take a piece. And if you don't have adding machine tape, you could just use any thin paper. Fold it in half and fold it in half again. I like it this size, but you could make them smaller. This was folded in half a couple times. I like them this size. It's a little bit bigger than this matchbook, but I like it. So you just take your paper, fold it in half, and fold it in half again. Then this is 2¼ inches. So I would go maybe 2½ inches on here. Okay, but I want to use my pinking shears. So I said 2½. So I'm going to go 2¾ and just cut a strip. It's still the same piece of paper, okay? 2¾ and then I'm just going to go so that's going to be tight. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to use my pinking shears on the whole thing because I should have made it 3 inches. Because by the time I cut, well, let me see if I just cut right to the edge. If I cut right to the edge, you don't need much. Let me just see. No, it's not enough room here, okay? So forget that. We'll use this end. So you take the top and you make a point, just like we're making those little, those little pocket envelopes that I make all the time. And I glue my point down. Now this is shiny paper, so hope you don't have a problem sticking. Okay, so, and then I give it a little bit of leeway here. Okay. And then if you're just making a regular envelope, you could just tuck it in. I would do it shorter, and you could have an envelope, but we're not going to do that. So we did this. Then we're going to take our paper, put it in here, and you just want to cut it straight across. Okay. So that has the zigzag, and that's okay. All right. So you have that, and then I cut another strip. About a half, 3/4 of an inch. Okay, that's going to be your band. So you have this here. Now, you could ink all this up. You could ink this up. You could put stickers in here. You could do whatever your heart's desire. I'm going to, okay, this is my outside. I'll put some writing on this side. Okay, just to show you that, do what you want with it. I'm leaving this plain because I do want some journal room. Okay, so you have this, it's decorated. Obviously, if you use cardstock in here and you use designer paper, not even cardstock, designer paper, it'll look prettier, but I'm just into technique today. So, you're going to glue just this piece in here. Just this piece. And then all this is going to get folded up in here. Okay? So, let's put glue. I think the pattern goes that way. Okay. Let's put our glue here, just on this top piece. And then line it up as best you can. And put it in here. So just that one piece. Then this is flippy floppy. Okay? And this is on the inside because I reversed it by mistake. So let me do my folds here. Okay. So that's okay. You could journal on here. It doesn't matter because you're not going to see it anyway. Okay? So you take this and you fold it up. You want all of the folds to be going forward so that it looks like this on the sides, okay? Then you're going to take that little piece, and that's going to be your stopper where you're going to put this in to hold it all together. So I just put it here and put a mark here and here if you want. So then when you open it up and you glue that piece down, you know where it goes. So we're going to just put a piece of glue here. And I know it needs to be trimmed. So glue there and glue there. So that when you fold this up now, you have that stopper here and you can put your tip in there. Now if it was short, you could put it here and then like put a button down here. You could take a button, if you have the right color button, and just tuck it inside the button or some other embellishment. So that's this one. So you have a set of 3 from one piece of calendar paper. And then you can decorate them. You can put tags on them. You can put labels on them. whatever you want. We'll have time to sew this real quick. Let's take our tags out. Um, and let's get some, well, that's pretty. Do I want that for the front? What's everything? That's purple, that's orange, and that's purple or orange. Yeah. All right, so I have my little bag with my stuff in it, cord. So just find your center, and I'm just putting, I use these big bobby pins on thin paper like this. Just helps me. I don't know if my book, I better check. This was a weird pattern, so yeah, some stuff is going to be upside down. That's okay. It's a junk journal. I don't care. It's all good. So this can go in here, and you can use clips. I just have these in my tag here, and then just make sure everything is where you want it. This is linen thread, and I take my pokey tool, and I'm just going to eyeball the center, and then I'll go up here about an inch, and I'll go down here about an inch. Okay, and I want my ties on the inside, so I go down the center, come up the top, and go down the bottom, and then I come up through the center again. And then, so not to waste thread, I just make it no, yeah, come on, Sparkle. All right, let's go this way, go that way, and go this way. Okay. And you want to have your thread on either side of this center seam. Okay. And then we're just going to tie a double tie here. And you could put it in a bow, or you could leave long ends to put beads on it. I'm just going to knot it off. And then you cut it. Take your clips off. Give it a good fold. Say, oh, it looks so pretty. And stuff it with your goodies. So let's put a tag here. You could do a thumb hole there too. And a tag up on top. So it's all about using your stuff, using your stash. So this was made with a calendar page, all 3 items, a piece of advertising from a restaurant, And you have a Zen journal with 8 pages. You have a matchbook. And you have a cute little new to me fold little mini journal, mini book that you can journal on. And that was made with the calendar paper and adding machine tape. So there you go, my friends. I hope you are inspired to try something new today. Thanks for stopping by and have a good day. Bye now.